Hey guys, so glad to have you back this week. Before we get into today's story, please subscribe and share if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a thing. It really helps me out and I appreciate it. This week is the timeless classic short story The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which has been brought to the screen more than once, starting with an animation that's just scary enough to not traumatize the kiddies, a movie, and a short-lived mini-series on Fox. The one I'm going with today is the feature-length film from 1999, and with a classic story like this, you can't go wrong with Tim Burton in the director's chair. So, I don't have a hard copy, just a Kindle download. It's only 43 pages long, and the only things the story and the movie have in common are the setting and 5 characters. In this short story, Ichabod Crane is a schoolteacher in a small town in Connecticut, and he supplements his income as a farmhand in the neighboring farm communities, one of which being Sleepy Hollow. And he's heard of the fabled Headless Horseman, who was once a Hessian mercenary of Sleepy Hollow, and being an educated man, he doesn't take it as gospel. Anyway, his business in Sleepy Hollow in the story is to attend a party hosted by Baltus Van Tassel to ask his daughter Katrina to be his. She turns him down, not specifically in favor of Brom Van Brunt, but nevertheless Crane heads home, alone and disappointed, and is visited upon by the Headless Horseman. The next day, the only trace left behind of Ichabod Crane is his hat, and he's never seen in Sleepy Hollow again. The story ends with him becoming the legend, as to what is rumored to have become of him. Some speculate that he was killed by the Headless Horseman, while others say that he moved to New York, got a law degree, and was eventually admitted to the bench. If you've seen the movie, the one that I'm talking about, as most of us have, the mystery is taken several steps further and deeper. There is so much more depth. It starts with Ichabod Crane as a New York City police constable who is summoned to Sleepy Hollow to investigate decapitations. He's met with a city council that is shaking in their boots, a Katrina who likes him from the get-go, and a mystery to solve. He does all the investigative and forensic work, and as his investigation continues, he finds occult activity all around him, a growing set of allies, and some of his background is delved into, with his mother having had an interest in the occult that got her thrown into an Iron Maiden. And while still making all the connections, it turns out that Katrina's wicked stepmother is behind the decapitations. Since she got the Hessian war criminal caught and decapitated when she was a little kid, she kept his skull and used it as a talisman to do her dirty work, with the endgame being revenge against the Van Tassels for displacing her family and gaining their fortune. But as we all know, her plan backfired, and her ghostly hired gun took her with him. Mystery solved. The movie ends on a high note, instead of with a question mark. Crane gets the girl and a trusty sidekick. And that is all for Sleepy Hollow. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and leave me a comment. And since I got some really good tips from a subscriber, you know who you are, and another fellow content creator, I will see you back next week for the book to video game adaptation on I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.